What happens when two country boys join forces with a legend of overnight radio and do a show? You're about to find out.
Hold on to your butt.
From the studios of Bathurst Manor, this is the D-Mac&Z Show.
This is the D-Mac&Z Show. Welcome back for another, worthy segment of, your lives, as it were. We've got our 5 random facts for today. Let's go around the room and see how everybody has been over the last week. How you doing, Zach?
I just pooped, so I'm pretty good.
Always a plus. Joe?
Well,
He didn't just poop, so he's not as good as Zach.
yeah, and I've still got these weird side effects from the steroids. Or wait, I didn't get any steroids.
It's just sugar
right?
water, man. It's just saline. You may be allergic to it. I'm pretty sure you might be.
So what are these weird side effects then?
I'm wondering what the weird side effects are. Can you fill us in?
I'd rather not say.
He's got hemorrhoids, ladies and gentlemen. That's why he's sitting on the donut instead of KDan. KDan's not with us tonight. It turns out that he may have had some side effects of his own, which we'll get to in a later segment as soon as we actually figure out what they were.
I do have an update on KDan.
What is it, Doc?
He checked out of the hospital, and we don't know where he is.
He's disappeared?
Yeah. He is currently MIA, but he did check out of the hospital. I was going to go over and visit him and see how he was doing and see if he could come be on the show. And I got over there, and they're like, oh, no, he checked out like 2 days ago. And I was like, okay. And I was like, who did they release him to? And they're like, oh, he was fine. We just let him go. So he is currently MIA.
He's been released into the wild, and we don't know which
He
wild.
changed his name to Mia?
I don't know. They didn't tag him, so we can't find him. But I have made a few phone calls to a few people who hunt people for a living. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
He's been branded, so.
Well, he's better a Mia than a Kia, all right? Take that however you will.
So he's out there somewhere, and we're looking for him. So if you see KDan and you have any information, email us and let us know.
And he does bear a resemblance to the poster. So if you've not been on the Spacebook and seen the poster, then, you're not going to be able to find KDan. It's sort of like Where's Waldo, but put KDan in place of Waldo.
It's like, where's KDan?
He's like 6'3", 300. And
2 or 300.
He's a ginger, so he's really, there's only like 7 of them still around.
Honestly, I made these calls the other day, and I don't understand why we haven't found him yet. How hard could it be to find him?
Like, we might have to put up posters.
We might.
Yeah.
I've
Well, that's
thought about
great
it.
because we've made posters. So all we got to do is change the heading, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
That is true. It's less work.
For everybody. All right. Well, considering KDan made the first poster, right? Or was it Joe? Did Joe make the posters?
That was our graphics department made that. We have like a full team.
We have a separate department
Working around the clock.
Why can't we ever meet these people? Do you think it'd skew them to the wrong end or
How
something?
much are they getting paid?
They're getting paid?
One, that's classified. 2, it's the graphics department for the radio or the podcasting network. So the 5MDR podcasting network is handling that. And 3, they specifically said that they did not want to meet you guys.
A lot of people don't, though, so I'm not really shocked by that.
Yeah.
I just want you to sign a check and send it to me.
I don't know about all that. You have to talk to the business department, and they don't want to see you either, so I don't know how that's going to pan out.
Where did all these departments come from?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You're in a professional facility now, my friend.
Well, I know we're here, but
This isn't the Ohio School of Broadcasting. You're in a real professional place now.
Well, they've got padded rooms. I know we're in a professional facility, but
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that kind of professional facility.
Oh yeah, it's big time. This is the majors.
Sweet, so I don't have to pay anything for the straight jackets. What you're telling me?
That's right.
Awesome. Anyway,
Do we have to pay for the beer?
Well, as long as he keeps bringing it, no.
Good call. Good call.
that's the way they get the meds into your system.
They got to get them in.
Take
somehow.
notes, Joe.
That's right. Anyway, so we got our 5 random facts. Might as well go ahead and get into them. Number 1, guess what? Americans eat 7 billion hot dogs during the summer. That averages out to 22 per person.
I know I eat more than 22, so
I know a few girls that's had more than 22 wieners in them. So
yeah. This guy knows what's up.
I think this is a little skewed.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, it's average 22 per person. I'm sure more people would eat more.
I know some people don't eat hot dogs.
Yeah, because of all the byproducts and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can get the Hebrew National or the Nathan's.
Yeah, straight beef.
That's right.
Did you know that of all of the meats that are produced, hot dogs have the highest quality control standards of any other meat?
Really?
Yeah. You are less likely to get sick from a hot dog than any other meat product. And the reason is because they put such terrible things into hot dogs that the quality standards are so much higher, so you're getting the best of the worst.
Okay.
But yeah, you are less likely to get sick from a hot dog than from any other meat product, like a steak or any other cut of meat that you buy.
So you're telling me that if I eat, a hot dog or something like that, it's like the best possible beef butthole that you could freaking buy, period.
That's right, yeah.
It's just, the cleanest, and they've gone through, and it's been thumbed instead of stumped.
It's the
and all that
cleanest
good
cow
stuff.
anus you'll ever touch.
That's right.
That's right. And, well, I do live on a farm. Anyway, number 2. Now, this is a little sports thing for Zach. We know he's a big sports kind of guy. Golf is fading, Zach.
Sport.
That's right. Golf is fading out. 160 golf courses closed in the U.S. last year, which is the 8th straight year that more golf courses closed than opened.
How many putt-putts, though? That's really all. It's all we need to worry about. As long as the putt-putts stay open, we're still good.
I agree. It is easy to drive a ball down an open fairway. It's hard to hit one through a windmill.
Now, let's go.
Clown's mouth or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
Let's go to Doc's bag. I remember he spoke of his bag, in between last shows and whatnot. So let's hear about his golfing bag, as it were.
There are a lot of courses that I've been kicked out of.
Right.
I have been kicked out of more courses than I've went to for the last 7 years.
Hold on, how does that work? How are you kicked out of more courses than you go to? Do they just send you a letter?
The new courses that I've been to.
Well, I'm just saying, do they just send you a letter and be like, yes?
No, I go there and I get kicked out.
Well, you might come here, so we just don't want you
like
to.
the ones
so
I've been to before. But anyway, I only get drivers and putters. That's it. Because I'm like, you know what? What more do you need? If you need more than a driver and a putter, you're an amateur. Because here's the thing, I look at it, I'm like, I take out the biggest driver I can get, and I let the big dog eat.
Right.
I step up there, and people are like, oh, well, like, what if you hit it, like, midway down the fairway? Like, what do you do? I'm like, I just don't swing as hard. Like, I don't see what's hard to understand. Like, you just ease up on it a little, and,
You're taking the thinking out of it.
Yeah.
And I like it. Like it.
I just don't understand why you need all those clubs. And here's the other thing. Like, I get
It's
all
a money racket for one.
Yeah, I get all my clubs from Goodwill. And I go in and I buy nothing but drivers and putters. I got a whole bag full of drivers. And if I break one, I just leave it out on the course.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't look at it like, oh, I broke my driver and we'll have to get new clubs. Nope. Yeah, you know where I get new clubs? $3 at Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And somebody's coming in after him to, take those clubs and put them up on the wall of, TGI Fridays. And
Sometimes I actively break clubs. I just get mad during the game and just break one.
Be like,
I got a whole bag full of them.
This is my $2 driver. I'm just going to bust it right over my knee so I can look like a complete and other badass.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Next up, Canada had a rap song, believe it or not, hit #1 on its charts a full decade before the U.S. Rapper's Delight by Sugar Hill Gang.
Is that one from Friends where they talk about going to the mall or whatever? No, it's not from Friends. It's from, what's that show with the people on it?
With the stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's got the girl. And the other guy.
And the guy. And
Doogie Howser's on it.
And
How
I Met Your Mother.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that one?
Yeah, I
About
don't
going
know.
to the mall?
I don't know.
That's a good song. I'll tell you that right now.
I've got no earthly idea. But anyway, it was there. It was Sugar Hill Gang, and that was the Rapper's Delight. And it was #1 in Canada in 1980. And
America's hat.
I'm going to let y'all guess, all right? Guess what the #1 rap song that came a full 10 years later was in the U.S.
So 1990.
Yep. I'll give you a little hint here, all right? It shared a bass beat with some other song that had come out prior.
Oh, well, my first guess was going to be something by Digital Underground, but it's going to have to be.
I was going to say Marky Mark or I've already forgot his name.
Good Vibrations.
Vanilla.
No, it's got to be Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla
Ice Baby.
That's it. Dun 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 dun.
Or as we knew it before, Under Pressure by Queen.
Yeah.
Exactly. But hey, Vanilla Ice's was completely different, right?
The thing, it had that extra beat in it. Or it didn't have the extra.
No.
Yeah,
It had
Wasn't
the little-
David Bowie the first one to get pissed off about that? And then, like, Queen was like, oh,
I guess, whatever. Who
Mercury's
cares?
dead. We might as well sue somebody for some money.
exactly.
Wasn't that? I think that's how it went down.
David Bowie should be pissed off for way more reasons than that one song. Speaking of songs, the Harlem Globetrotters theme song, Sweet Georgia Brown, is a ragtime song from 1925 that initially had lyrics about a hooker.
Good.
Yeah, it's like Her Strut by Bob Seger.
Yep.
Yeah, or what was that song? That Smell? Ooh, that smell.
I think that was more about drugs.
That was Leonard Skinner.
Oh, well, hold on. Was that about drugs? I always figured it was about some nasty $5 hooker.
No, that's about drugs and death.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely a lot of cocaine references in that song.
Yeah.
Like I said, $5 hooker.
And they wrapped a car around a tree.
See, I must not listen to my music the way y'all do.
And you call yourself a redneck.
Hey, I listen to the first 5 seconds of whatever song I'm listening to, and then I ADHD out and start staring at clouds or something. Who knows?
Speaking of Bob Seger, my favorite Bob Seger song about a woman down on Main Street.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one where he's like he's stalking the hooker or the
Well, she's like
stripper.
a stripper, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of
That's
my
that's a
favorite.
really good song. I agree.
Yeah.
Most classic songs are about women of ill repute.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And that's what I like. That's why I like classic rock.
Yeah.
Do you understand why they're about women of ill repute, though?
Because women of non-ill repute are boring.
Yep.
Because that came before the internet.
That is
When you
true.
actually went out and met women of ill repute.
So, in a nutshell, you're telling me that music is terrible now because of the internet?
Exactly. It's all the
Okay.
internet's fault, and, well, let's just get over it. Number 5.
At least we have cat videos.
True.
I thought that's what people
Saving
started
grace, right?
looking up
This
on
guy.
the internet after the hookers went out the window. Anyway, Nike's Just Do It slogan is based on a murderer's last words, believe it or not. Gary Gilmore killed 2 people in Utah and got the death penalty in 1976 for his last words, though. He said, "Let's do it."
I'm going to say best episode of the Gilmore Girls ever.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a show.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
If the guy had been wearing Nikes instead of Adidas, he would have outran the cops and not got the death penalty.
Well, what if he was wearing Nikes during the actual shocking and whatnot? Do you think it would have based him out enough to been able to?
No.
No,
No.
no.
They hook you up pretty good in there.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched that Green Mile thing, and they didn't hook that guy with Mr. Bojangles up very good at all.
That's a movie.
It's a good movie.
Still a movie.
Yeah.
You don't like the movie?
That's that one where he's all about like catching lightning bugs or something. Isn't that it?
It's like he's got superpowers and he cures stuff and
Yeah.
he was black, so they framed him for a murder because that's what they used to do. I'm just saying.
I saw Mississippi Burning.
Yeah.
Just because you're black from the waist down, everything's got to be about race, isn't it?
Well, you brought it that way. If you quit staring, then we'll be a whole lot better off.
Well, if you'd quit wearing Speedos into the workplace, no one would stare.
It's comfortable.
And that's another reason why nobody here wants to meet you guys.
Exactly. For some reason.
Sorry, I like to be comfortable.
It lets them breathe, I guess. I don't know what the deal is
Feels
there.
good.
Sure, why not? Well, that does it for our 5 random facts for your Monday. So we'll be back in the next segment for some new stuff. What do we got, Doc? We got anything? Oh, we're going to play a game.
We're not. We can play a game. That's fine. Yeah, we'll play. Yes, let's play a game. Yes, let's do it. Let's play a game.
Keep listening, and something will happen.
I guarantee we'll be back in a few on the D-Mac and Zach Show.
This is the D-Mac and Zach Show.